Before Stacy spoke on stages. Before she earned applause. She learned to stay quiet. In a house where voices were weapons, silence was her only shield. But the silence she inherited became the mask she wore. And the little girl inside her never stopped screaming. This is the story of the strength she built. And the softness she buried. This is Grace and Grit TV, where story speaks, hearts heal, and hope rises. Shadows of the Heart is a gripping faith-based drama series that explores healing, toxic love, and rediscovering worth through God's eyes. Please do well to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that heal the soul. Sit tight and enjoy today's episode.
Episode 8. What She Learned in Silence. Stacy was just 8 years old when she first saw her father slap her mother. Her mother didn't cry but was pleading. "Please, my lord," as she calls the husband. "It was just $2. I needed to pay the market woman. You didn't answer your phone." "You don't take anything without asking me," her father snapped. "That's how women ruin homes. Small lies, then big ones." Then came the sound of a plate shattering against the wall. She simply picked up the shattered teacup from the floor, whispered, "Sorry, sir." The slap wasn't loud. It was the porcelain cup shattering against the tiles that made young Stacy flinch. Then, the eerie calm that followed. Her mother didn't scream. She didn't cry. Stacy, barely 8, stood frozen by the hallway door, her heart thudding like war drums inside her chest. She rushed in, only to see her mother on her knees, picking up shards, while her father adjusted his shirt cuff like nothing had happened. She wanted to console Mama, to scream at her father, to do something. But she did nothing. Because silence had already taught her its first lesson. Power always wins. Emotion gets punished. Love must be earned. "Take that nonsense out of here," he muttered, glancing at Stacy. "If you raise her weak, she'll suffer too." Her mother never raised her weak. She raised her strong. Too strong. She taught Stacy how to speak without fear, how to smile in public even when dying inside, how to never let a man see your tears. Because tears, she said, were weapons handed over to the enemy. By age 10, she had memorized the house rules. Don't question Daddy. Don't raise your voice. Don't make mistakes. Don't speak about what happens inside the house. Outside. She watched Mama master these rules. Her mother cooked like a servant, smiled like a hostess, and disappeared like a ghost when things got tense. But no matter how strong her mother acted, Stacy noticed the small things. The way she flinched when her father's car pulled into the driveway. How she dressed up in silence, hoping to earn his approval. The way she always said, "Your father means well," even when his words stung deeper than wounds. How she took communion every Sunday and still went home to emotional crucifixion. One day, she caught Mama wiping blood from her lip in the bathroom. Their eyes met in the mirror. "It's okay, baby. Some men show love differently." That night, Stacy cried into her pillow and made a vow. "I will never be like you. My life will be different. I will never be at anyone's mercy." But she never learned how to be loved, only how to survive. Stacy found safety in school, in awards, in applause. She learned that if she could be exceptional, maybe no man would ever hit her. If she could control everything, maybe no one could control her. Her beauty became her defense, her wit, her weapon, her intelligence, a fortress. In university, boys admired but feared her. She was sharp, impressive, unapproachable. She liked it that way, because love, she believed, was just another word for submission. The woman she became. Tom loved her gently, he listened, He prayed. He never raised his voice. It irritated her. "Why don't you ever fight back?" she asked him once, mid-argument. He only replied, "Because I love you more than I love being right." She scoffed. Deep down, she didn't know what to do with a man who didn't hit, didn't yell, didn't dominate. He confused her, because he reminded her of what love was supposed to be, and she no longer trusted that version. One night, after yet another Cold War with Tom, Stacy stood in front of her bathroom mirror. Her hair was perfect. Her lipstick was flawless. But something shifted, staring at her reflection. The strong, independent woman in the mirror wore the same tight smile her mother once did. And in that moment, she whispered to her reflection, "Maybe I've become what I feared most." The mirror didn't answer. She sat on the edge of the bathtub, face in her hands, sobbing like the little girl she'd buried long ago. "I don't know how to love," she whispered. "I only know how to survive." The mirror didn't respond, but deep inside, something finally cracked. The next morning, Tom was in the kitchen, making tea. She watched him for a moment. No words, just watching. Then, as if her lips had finally remembered how to move, she said, "Thank you for staying." He turned, surprised. "Always." She walked away without explaining herself. But in her chest, a door had opened. A painful, terrifying door. And behind it, maybe healing was waiting.
Stacy called silence strength. She mistook control for safety. But love, real love, doesn't hurt. It heals. And when she looked in the mirror, she didn't just see the woman she became. She saw the girl she left behind. And maybe, for the first time, she chose her. Healing has no script. But it always begins with truth. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment and subscribe for more inspiring contents. Grace and Grit TV. Healing, hope, relationship.